Sir, minutes sir, right now. Sir, sir, remember? Complete address, sir. Syllabus completion.
మేడం దగ్గర తీసుకుంటాం మేడం తీసుకుంటున్నాం రెండు మేడం తీసుకుంటున్నాం Yeah, see, is the whiteboard visible to everyone? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So, this is electric potential formula. V is electric potential, which is equal to minus integral A to B E dot dl here. And if you substitute the E, what is the E due to? E due to point charge. E due to point charge. I am continuing the morning class slide here. E due to point charge. Q is given by what? E equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square in the direction of air. And if you substitute E value here, and if you do the integration, finally what you will get? The formula for electric potential is, please respond. What will be the formula for electric potential? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Epsilon naught into R. Where this R is the what? Distance between what? Location of the charge to the field point. Suppose if the field point is here, if it is a field point is here, R is the distance between the location of the source to which one? Field point. This is the distance R. This is distance R. So what I am trying to say is that V equal to potential, electrical potential equal to electrical potential at a point A can be written as Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into at a distance of RA. At a distance of RA here. Okay. Now, so remember this formula. I'm going to explain one thing here. There is a plus Q charge here. And this is electric field intensity like this. This is an electric field intensity here. Now, if I take point A here, at point A, and a distance, let us say small RA is the distance, then what is the potential at a point A? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into RA distance. As it is a scalar, it doesn't have any unit vector. Now, suppose it is a 5 meters, let us say 5 meters, and at the same point, and the distance between the location of this charge and the B is also a RB. RB also a what? RB also a 5 meters, let us say. Then what will be the VB here? What will be the VB? VB equal to same Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into RB. As the both the distance are same, yeah. What about the potential at VA here? Please tell me. Suppose if you get a potential at VA is some 100 volts, then at B also what may be the potential? Please respond. As the distance is same, what may be the potential at point B?
Minus.
Hello? What is the value of VB, potential at B? It is also 100 volts because Q is same and 4 pi epsilon is same, and RA both are also same. So we will get the same 100 volts. Okay? And if I calculate, sir, morning network disconnect అయింది కదా, అది కంటిన్యూ చేస్తున్నాను సార్. See here. Now what may be the potential difference from here to here? Suppose if I want to move from A to B, then what will be the potential difference between point A and point B? Both are the same potential. What will be the VAB? VAB equal to VB minus VA, right? What may be the potential? Potential will be 0.
0.
Potential will be 0. That means these I already discussed. At the same, if you draw a circle with the same radius, that means if you draw a circle with a radius r equal to 5, this is known as a which potential? Equipotential. Equipotential. And one more thing is that just now we have seen what is the formula for work done? Work done equal to minus integral E dot dl. E dot dl. And here, if I starting from A and reaching to B, then you have to substitute limits, starting point and ending point. Then you will get some work done, right? Suppose if my starting point is A, listen carefully. If my starting point is A, that means I am starting here. I am moving along this path. And again I am reaching to the same point. Then what may be the starting point and ending point? Please respond. What will be the starting point and ending point for a circle? If I start here, I move in this closed path and again reaches to the same point. Then the starting point is same as the ending point. Starting point is same as the ending point. So the starting point and ending point are both are same. What will be the value of this integration? So the limits are same. What may be these values? Work done will be, according to mathematics, what is the value of the work done? Am I audible?
0, sir.
Yeah, it will be 0. It will be 0. That means what I am trying to say is that the work done in a moving charge around a closed path, it is a path. What I am trying to say is that work done in moving charge around any closed path in the presence of electric field will be 0. That is what I am trying to say is that not only this circle here, suppose if you take another circle here at this particular point, suppose if I take, let me take another color here. If I take, in anywhere you can take, this is another circle here. At this particular point, if I start here, I am moving in this fashion. During this period, if I want to move a particular charge Q here, as this electric field is in this direction, then from here to here, suppose let us take this is 1 and this is 0.2. From 1 to 2, is that charge required any external energy to move from here to here? No, because the field is in this direction, right? The field is in this direction. Okay, now? No need to do some external work to move this charge from 1 to 2 because it is in the same direction of electric field which is produced by this stationary charge. But if you want to move from 2 to 1, that means we are moving against the electric field. This charge is moving against the electric field. Okay, that means from 1 to 2, this what you call electric field can take care of this momentum of charge, and from here to here, some external work should be done. Both the what you call work done should be balanced. So the net work done, the total work done in a moving charge around any closed path in the presence of electric field will be 0. Okay, so this is the explanation. Because if you want to move from here to here, this will be helpful. Without applying any external field, this is moving. And from here to here, we are moving means we have to do some external work. So the total work done will be 0 in the moving charge in the presence of Which field, Amma? Electrostatic field. So the statement can be written mathematically as, please. Work done in a moving charge. Work done in a moving charge becomes 0. E dot dl minus E dot dl equal to 0. And now tell me, is it a closed line or open line, Amma? Is it a closed line or open line? You have taken a electric field and we took, is it a closed line or open line? Or closed path or open path? Please respond, I am waiting for your answer. At least one student. Is it a closed path or open path? '63, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Is it a closed path?
Closed path.
Around a closed path. Outer represents around a closed path. Over a integral, you have to write circle, and below the integral, you have to write L. Okay. So finally, what can I write here? Closed line integral E dot dl equal to 0. And this closed line represents a what? This closed line represents a open surface. Closed line represents a open surface. If I take a dl path here, dl path and electric field is here. So E bar dot dl equal to 0. And we can convert this closed path into open surface by using which theorem, Amma? By using Stokes theorem. By using Stokes theorem, we can convert closed line integral A dot dl into open surface integral. What is the open surface integral? Surface integral del cross A dot ds. This is Stokes theorem. By using this theorem, we can convert what? Closed line integral into, open surface. We have already discussed about this Stokes theorem. Now, please apply this Stokes theorem, sir. 5 years. 5 years. Please wait for 1 minute. No? చెప్పారా సార్
మొత్తం ఫస్ట్ 4 నైట్ సెకండ్ థర్డ్ ఫోర్త్ ఫిఫ్త్ నైట్ కానీ ఫిఫ్త్ ఫస్ట్ ఉంది దాంట్లో అన్ని కాపీ చేసి
please apply the Stokes theorem for this closed line integral E dot dl. Please respond on anyone. Please apply this Stokes theorem for this closed line integral E dot dl. Anyone from the class?
Double integral del cross E bar.
Very good. Double integral del cross E bar. Continue cheyandi amma. Dot
ds bar
equal to 0. Now see here, is this open surface is 0? There is a open surface. So this equation becomes 0, but this ds not equal to 0 because there is a open surface. So this is not equal to 0. Then to satisfy this equation, which term must be 0? Please respond, Amma. This ds differential surface area is not 0 because there is an open surface area. So this term is not equal to 0. And this is a mathematical equation which is equal to 0. So if ds is not equal to 0, which term should be equal to 0 to satisfy this equation?
del cross E bar should be here.
Very good. Del cross E bar equal to 0. Del cross E bar equal to 0. So this is called second Maxwell's equation. What is that? Del cross E bar equal to 0 is called, what is that?
Maxwell's second equation.
Maxwell's equation or Maxwell's second equation. What is the Maxwell's first equation? What is the Maxwell's first equation? Del dot D equal to rho V. This is Maxwell's first equation and this is Maxwell's second equation. Del cross. What is the meaning of this here? The meaning of this is curl of electric field will be 0. Why? Because what is the meaning of the curl here? First of all, what is the meaning of the curl? What curl finds here? Curl finds rotational nature of the electric field. That means if you apply curl to the electric field, that will be 0. Because what is the nature of this electric field? These electric field lines are what? Straight lines which ends at the infinity if you take a positive charge. This is not the nature of the curly nature like magnetic field. So as it is a straight lines, magnetic electric flux lines are straight lines. So it is not a curly nature. It is not a rotational field. It is a straight line field. So that means curl of electric field will be 0. Another way of explanation is work done in that particular field. Work done in a moving charge. Work done in a moving charge in the presence of electric field will becomes 0. Okay, na? This is very important equation. Del cross E becomes 0. See, please take the screenshot of this sheet. Please, Amma, take the screenshot of this. And also take the screenshot of this also for your reference. Right, completed. Okay, so I'm going to write first Maxwell equation is del dot D equal to rho V. That is first Maxwell equation. Second Maxwell equation just now we have discussed del cross E equal to 0. And what is the third Maxwell equation? We already derived the third Maxwell equation. Del cross H equal to del cross H equal to
J.
Very good. J. This is third Maxwell equation. These are all are related to static fields. Static electric field as well as magnetic field. These two are related to electric fields, and one more should be there, that is fourth Maxwell's equation. Now we are going to derive the fourth Maxwell equation. So let us derive that. That Maxwell equation is related to magnetic field. And one more information is that if del cross H from this, if del cross E equal to 0, the field is said to be conservative field. So note this point. If del cross E equal to 0, the field is known as said to be conservative field. What do you mean by a conservative? Preserve the energy in the form of electrical flux lines. That is the meaning of conservative field. It can store the energy. Okay. So this field, if del cross E equal to 0, then the E field, electrostatic field, is known as a conservative field. So that field is known as a conservative field. Now let us see the fourth Maxwell equation here. To discuss about this fourth Maxwell's equation, let me use these are the slides from Sadik textbook. We have to get the relation between magnetic flux density and Maxwell's equation here. And you know the relation between mu equal to mu naught and H. We already seen this. Suppose let us see, if there is a current carrying conductor is like this. Current is flowing in outward direction. Now, how the magnetic flux lines are exist? These are the magnetic flux lines. These are the what? Magnetic flux lines. If these are the magnetic flux lines phi, which are rotational nature, and if I take a open surface like this, if I take an open surface like this is what an open surface. If I take open surface, now the number of electric flux lines, see here, the number of electric flux lines are, tell me, crossing this, the number of electric flux lines are crossing this open surface, crossing. It is just like a paper, Amma. This black color line is just like a paper, which is placed or which is held perpendicular to these magnetic flux lines, so that these magnetic flux lines are crossing this area. So suppose if you take this area of this is S, and if you take a differential area here ds, differential area ds. Now how to define a B here? Magnetic flux density. How to define a magnetic flux density? Magnetic flux density can be defined as total number of flux lines by total area. If I take a differential surface area, then I have to replace this S by ds, and the flux lines are also differential flux lines. Differential flux lines. And from this equation, I can write the component of magnetic flux lines along this differential surface is given by d phi. What is the d phi here? Component can be calculated by using the dot product, b dot ds, b dot ds. And if I want to get this is only a differential magnetic flux lines which are crossing through the differential area. If I take a small area here, only differential flux lines are passing. If I want to calculate total flux lines phi, then what should I do here? Please respond. If I want to calculate the total flux lines, then what should I do here? I have to do the integration of both. Then I will get integral b dot ds. Now, is it a surface or line here? As it is a surface, you have to write double integral. Double integral. So what I am trying to say is that if you want to calculate total number of flux lines which are crossing the open surface area, can be calculated by using this formula. Actually here the psi is written, the psi should be used for electric flux lines, and phi should be, sometimes the psi can be also used in some of the textbooks. Actually the phi should be used. So the phi equal to surface integral b dot ds. What is this here? This is magnetic flux, and the units are Webers. Okay, Webers. And the value of mu naught, you know, 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 Henrys per meter. And you know the relation between B and H equal to mu naught into H. Here what I am trying to say is that if you want to calculate, now the flux lines are leaving in this fashion. The flux lines are crossing this open surface area, and this surface area held perpendicular to this flux lines, right? Now, see, this is for open surface. This is for open surface. Instead of taking a open surface, if I take a closed surface here, closed surface, let me open another slide here. Yeah, see, this is the formula to calculate total number of magnetic flux lines. Total number of magnetic flux lines which are living through the open surface area. Remember this, open surface area, open surface area. Okay. Now, if I take a closed surface, let me take a closed surface here. Suppose, and that is what electromagnet. Suppose if I take a permanent magnet here, What is the permanent magnet? Are you able to see this picture, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, if you take a permanent North Pole and South Pole, and everybody knows the magnetic, this is permanent magnet, Amma. Magnetic flux lines are leaving from North Pole and it is entering at the South Pole. And they never cross each other. Bottom of the magnet, this is the situation. So this is out layer of this magnetic field. And what about the inside of the magnet? How the magnetic flux lines are flowing inside of the magnet. Outside, north to south. Inside, please tell me, Amma. South to
North.
South to north. Here, I want to explain one thing here. Instead of taking a open surface, in the previous case we have taken a open surface. And suppose if I take a open surface here, we can calculate how many number of flux lines are leaving. It is only a open surface. That can be calculated phi equal to surface integral B dot ds, right? Suppose if I take a closed surface at North Pole, here I am taking a closed, imagine it is just like a sphere, volleyball type structure, spherical structure. Imagine this blue color line is a spherical one which encloses only this North Pole, And if you see this closed, this is known as a closed surface. This closed surface. If you take a closed surface, if you see at this particular point, at North Pole, the flux lines are leaving. At North Pole, the flux lines are leaving through this closed surface. And here also the flux lines are leaving. What about this inside, south to north? South to north, what is happening here? Please tell me, Amma. South to north? At this particular point P, if you observe clearly, here some number of magnetic flux lines are leaving, and the same number of through this closed surface, and the same number of magnetic flux lines are entering into the closed surface. At this particular point, what I am trying to say is that whatever the number of magnetic flux lines are entering from south to north, at this particular point, the same number of flux lines are leaving. Now, at that particular point, what can I say is that if you take a closed surface, as the same number of flux lines are entering and the same number of the flux lines are leaving, then the net flux which are only leaving that surface equal to what? Please understand my question. What are the net electric flux only leaving through that closed surface? Can you guess? Only leaving net magnetic flux line, sorry. Can you guess how many number of net magnetic flux lines are leaving through this closed surface? Are you getting my question or not? From one side, some X number of magnetic flux lines are entering at the point P. At the same point P, the same number of electric flux lines are leaving. Then what are the net magnetic flux lines are leaving through that closed surface? Should respond, then only I can continue. Shashank, are you there? 218. Nikita? Yeah. The same number of electric flux lines are entering and X number of flux lines are entering, and same X flux lines are leaving, then what will be the net electric flux lines only leaving through that closed surface area?
Zero.
Yeah, very good. Zero only. ఇక్కడ ఒక స్పియర్ ఉందమ్మా, ఇమాజిన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ స్పెరికల్ వన్. ఇక్కడ ఒక 5 ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ఎంటర్ అవుతూ ఉన్నాయి పాయింట్ మీద. ఎంటర్ అయ్యే ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ఇవి అండ్ లీవ్ అయ్యే ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ఇవి. ఇట్లా లీవ్ అవుతూనే మళ్ళీ ఎంటర్ అవుతూ ఉన్నాయి. So, that means finally we can say the total number of magnetic flux lines which are leaving through the closed surface B dot ds becomes 0. The reason is simple, amma. What is the reason? The reason is the magnetic field is rotational field. What is that field? Rotational field. That means the flux lines are starting from north to south, and these are flowing from south to north. This is one closed loop of flux lines. Again another closed loop, and again another closed loop. Okay, because of rotational nature of this magnetic field. So mathematically how to say here? Closed surface integral B dot d equal to 0. Suppose if you take an electric field flux lines, suppose if you take a plus q charge, all the flux lines are leaving only. There is no return magnetic flux. Suppose if there is a plus q here and there is a minus q here, then can you guess how the electric flux lines are flowing? From positive to negative. The direction will be in this direction only. Okay, this is about the electric flux lines. Suppose if I take a closed surface at this q, then see, from this point P, only the flux lines are leaving. Is there any entering flux lines through this closed path, closed surface?
No, sir.
No, that's the reason why we are saying here all the net electric flux lines are leaving through that surface equal to the charge enclosed by that closed surface. So we already discussed about this plus q charge in where? Electrostatic field, by using the Gauss's law. What is the Gauss law? Says that the net electric flux leaving around any closed surface is equal to that charge enclosed by that surface, because the electric flux lines are starting from positive charge and these are ending at the negative charge. If there is no negative charge, these will terminate at the infinity only. Those flux lines never come back to the plus q. Okay, so the total concept can be written mathematically by using this equation: closed surface integral B dot ds equal to 0. So what is the reason here? The exact reason is the magnetic field is a rotational field, one thing. Another thing is that suppose if you take a permanent magnet, if I break this permanent magnet, north and south pole, suppose this is the north pole and south pole. If I break this north and south pole, again there are how many pieces? 2 pieces. This is north pole and this is south pole. Is it possible? Please respond. Might have done some experiments related to the magnet. If you break the magnet into 2 pieces, okay, this piece also consisting of, please tell me, north pole and south pole, and this piece also consisting of north pole as well as south pole. If you break this magnet, again it is consisting of north and south pole. Because of I could say like this: isolation of magnetic poles, not possible. That means we cannot separate north and south pole. We cannot separate. Suppose only north pole is exist. Only north pole is exist. Only north pole is exist. Always the flux lines are leaving only. Then this equation is not possible. If you are able to separate north and south pole, right, then this equation is not possible. As we are unable to separate north and south pole, this equation is possible because both north pole and south pole combinedly together. So north to south and south to north, north to south and south to north. Here also north to south and south to north. Inside the magnetic flux lines are flowing from south to north. So they are forming a continuous closed loops. Continuous closed loops. So because of that reason, whatever the net electric flux, net magnetic flux lines which are flowing through the closed surface is equal to the same number of the magnetic flux lines which are leaving. So the net magnetic flux lines which are leaving through that closed surface becomes 0. That can be written mathematically as closed surface integral B dot ds equal to 0. But if you take an open surface, if you take an open surface, obviously the flux lines are leaving only. Okay, na? Understand, Amma? Because what is the reason? Isolation of magnetic poles doesn't exist. See, this is the statement is an isolated magnetic charge, and this is north and south pole, also known as magnetic charge. This is magnetic charge. Electric charge is Q, magnetic charge is N or S. Isolated magnetic charge does not exist. That means you cannot separate north pole and south pole. So that is the reason why if you want to write those concepts mathematically, that means the total flux through a closed surface in a magnetic field must be 0. So which is equal to closed surface integral B dot ds equal to 0. Here the example as given here. There is north pole and south pole. If you cut this permanent magnet into 2 pieces, again in this piece north and south poles are formed. In this piece north and south poles are formed. So this is the diagram. Again, if you cut this magnet into 2 pieces, again there is a formation of north and south pole. Here north and south pole, again north and south pole. Likewise, if you cut this one also, you will get north and south pole. That means you cannot separate magnetic charge. So indirectly you can say monopole does not exist in a magnetic field like an electric field. Here monopole. Monopole means if you take electrostatic fields, plus Q is available separately and minus Q is also available in electrostatic fields. Suppose if you take a magnetic field, separate north pole does not exist, separate south pole does not exist. Combinedly they will act together. Even though if you break the magnet, again there is a formation of north and south pole. Okay, na? So this is what a successive division of a bar magnet, a permanent magnet, results in a piece into north and south poles, showing this. Now, after having this equation, and if you use the divergence theorem, what the divergence theorem says that closed surface integral can be converted into, please respond now. Please anybody tell me the divergence theorem here? Respond Nikita, please respond. Tell me the mathematical expression for the divergence theorem. What is the purpose of the divergence theorem? We can convert. Please respond. What is the divergence theorem? Srinitya are there? 46. Yeah, please tell me divergence theorem. Mathematical expression. You can convert closed surface integral into
Volume integral.
very good volume integral. Tell me the mathematical formula here. Closed surface integral A dot ds equal to integral of
L dot A
very good del dot A into
dV.
dv. Now apply this divergence theorem. Yeah, it is a closed surface. Left side also closed surface. Yeah, tell me and apply this divergence theorem for this mathematical expression and tell me the formula here. Instead of A, tell me vector magnetic field B here. Then it becomes volume integral of del dot B into dV equal to 0. Okay. Now, if we, as we have taken a open surface, closed surface represents a volume. So volume is present. So volume is not equal to 0. Volume is not equal to 0. To satisfy this equation, which one must be 0 here? Which one must be 0 here? Please respond, Amma.
Del dot B.
Del dot B equal to 0. This is Maxwell's fourth equation. Which equation? This is Maxwell's fourth equation in static field. What is the meaning of this del dot B equal to 0 means? The physical meaning of this one is an isolated magnetic charge. An isolated magnetic charge does not exist. If you take a magnetic field, isolation of that magnetic charge does not exist. You cannot separate north and south pole. Even it is a permanent magnet or it is an electromagnet. Okay, na? So that is called del dot B equal to 0. This one. Let me conclude this here. Which slide I should open here? Yeah, this one. This is the continuation for the previous one. Yeah. Here, closed surface integral B dot D equal to 0. Here we have applied which theorem? Divergence theorem. Divergence theorem. Babu textbook lo meeku ikkada divergence theorem apply chestunnammatlu em chepparamma. See, in this equation directly he has written. Chudandi. This can be written as volume integral of del dot B equal to dV, which is equal to 0. From this, del dot B equal to 0. This is known as, this equation is fourth Maxwell's equation. Fourth Maxwell equation. Okay, na? And magnetostatic fields have no source and no sinks, and magnetic flux lines are always continuous. Continuous means continuous closed loops and continuous closed loops. So if the divergence equal to 0, this type of the fields are known as rotational fields. Rotational fields. So magnetic field B is known as a rotational field or solenoidal field. Which field, Sama? Solenoid. Another name is solenoidal field. Okay, na? Suppose the B vector is given like this: 2 into x square y ax plus 3 into y square into az plus 4 into z square az. Suppose if he has given you the B is sometimes they will give some constant k value here. If the B is a rotational field, B is a rotational field or solenoidal field, calculate the value of k enter. Then you have to use this condition. If the field is a rotational field or solenoidal field, what is the condition here? divergence of magnetic field becomes 0. And this is the fourth Maxwell equation. Another name of this equation is, see here, Gauss law for which field? Magnetostatic field. This another name of this one is, it is known as Gauss's law for magnetic field. What is the Gauss law for electrostatic fields? What is the Gauss law for electrostatic fields? In terms of point, in the form of point form, or in terms of differential form? Yes. Pawan, can you respond, Amma? 248.
Yes, sir.
What is the Gauss law in electrostatic field? Divergence of T equal to rho v. This is Gauss law or Maxwell's first equation or point form of Gauss law. So if you want to write Gauss law for magnetostatic fields, del dot B equal to 0, or another name is fourth Maxwell's equation. Okay, and one more thing is that as it is del dot B equal to 0, the magnetic field is not a conservative field. Okay, magnetic flux is conserved. Instead of saying rotational, you can also say conserved field. Okay, now? So finally, I am concluding this class here. Please, all Maxwell's equations in static field. Maxwell's equations for static fields. We have derived 4 Maxwell's equations in electrostatic fields too and magnetic fields too. One is, first Maxwell equation is del dot B equal to rho v. First one. Second one is del cross E equal to 0. That is second Maxwell equation. And third Maxwell equation is del cross H equal to J. And what is the fourth one?
Del dot B equal to 0.
Very good. No, it is not right now. This is fourth Maxwell equation. So very, very important question in examination. They will ask, write the Maxwell equation and explain the physical significance, means the meaning of this equation. Physical significance of these equations. So it is related to Gauss divergence theorem, and it is result. What is this? Work done in a moving charge in the presence of electrostatic field will be 0. And what is this? Curl of magnetic flux lines is equal to current density. And what is the meaning of this del dot B equal to 0? Isolated magnetic charge doesn't exist. So each and every Maxwell equation has its own physical meaning. You have to explain each and everything. So these are very, very important. Okay. I stop here. All of you post the attendance in the chat box. And students కూడా around 20 ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి please tell me the present is 42 to 50. Tell me the present is